Now, we continue to see an awful lot of bands come out of Vancouver and the Lower Mainland, and there's a tremendous amount of talent coming out of there. But there's fewer and fewer places to play.
Yes.
Now, where does a band like yours get a chance to show their stuff back home?
The cellar, a lot of coffee houses. I just book wherever I can.
That'd be a loud gig.
Yeah, it's a loud gig. It's hire my whole band will be there, hire different people, and we shoot the breeze.
Mm.
Yeah.
I guess well, when you get people in close quarters like that, it turns out to be a really cool show.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We get friends coming in, hopefully DBS and other bands and other people in the Vancouver scene. It's usually pretty family-oriented time.
Why are all the venues disappearing?
I don't know. Maybe with the whole climate of the music industry now,
So I talked to Joey Keithley, I talked to Matthew Good, and they're just like throwing their hands up in the air. There's so much talent in Vancouver, but nobody gets a chance to see them because there's no place to play.
Yeah.
All right, I have to ask about the name.
Okay.
Now, one of my favorite films of all time is A Fish Called Wanda.
Yes.
And I think there was a piranha in there somewhere. So let's start with that.
Right. I always loved the name Piranha. I always wanted that as a name, but I Googled it, and it looked like a lot of bands out there have taken it. So I love the movie A Fish Called Wanda. So I just put the two and two together, and voila.
And how long has the band been around?
The project has been around officially since 2007. We played at this event, the summer gig, and from there it just took off. We just went, let's keep on playing together, and when nobody can show up, I just play by myself.
Well, that's odd in a heavy band like that.
Yeah.
That you would do without the rest of the band.
Yeah, I was really inspired. Dan Mangan, of course, who you guys interviewed here not very long ago. I was inspired by what he did.
Which is what?
If he couldn't pay a band, he'd play acoustically. And then for bigger, loud gigs like the Cellar, or an all ages venue, then I'd hire my band.
The band is nice and heavy, big fat guitars. I love the drum sound and all the songs. I mean, that's a pretty tight, massive band. Who are some of your inspirations?
Nirvana was one of them. Ozzy Osbourne, Smashing Pumpkins.
So I can hear some of the Ozzy stuff in the arrangements.
Yeah, a lot of. Actually, I just finished an autobiography by Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne, his wife, and that really inspired me to continue on.
All the good stuff, right?
The good stuff.
Like not snorting the ants off the pavement and biting heads off doves and bats.
I might do that one day. Just give me a bat. No, I don't know. No, maybe. Smashing Pumpkins was a huge influence. Anything 80s, 90s. I love 80s music. I love early 90s music, the whole grunge scene.
Right.
Then again, I love Tori Amos. I love Jane Siberry. I think she's from around here, isn't she?
Yeah, she was originally, yeah.
I was influenced by Alanis Morissette, Green Day, a lot of those.
So you're pretty ecumenical in your views.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
I gotta, one of the best sushi dinners I ever had was in Vancouver.
Yes.
At Tojo's. It was very expensive, but it was very fresh, and the presentation was gorgeous. So I come across your stuff, and Chef Tojo is on your record.
Yeah. Tojo is a really good friend of mine. We'll go for sushi one day when you're in town.
Okay.
We'll do the works, 10-meal deal. He's a really good friend of mine. Oops, it just came off. It's okay. I'll just click it back on here, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where was I? Tojo. Yeah, he's. I've known him for years. My brother, his wife, brother used to work for Tojo.
Do it again.
My brother's wife's brother used to work for Tojo. Yeah.
So sort of a brother-in-law used to work,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So,
As what?
I think a chef.
Really?
Or something. Yeah,
So
backstage.
how did you get him to you just asked through your connections?
Well, I've eaten there a lot, and we've become good friends. And I just said, Tojo, want to be on an album? He was more than excited and willing enough.
Well, it's cool because if you go to your website, there's the Tojo outtakes.
Yeah.
and the poor guy tries to get these 1 or 2 lines out, and it just takes him a while.
With his heavy, thick Japanese accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. It was a fun time. My producer Sam Ryan, we got him in the booth there, and he just kept on going after another, one take after another, and so I finally went in there with him and just did a few, and I think he eased down a bit.
Okay.
And we got the best take from him. Yeah.
So what are your plans? Let's talk about the record.
Yeah.
Which is called?
A Fish Called Piranha, The Year of the Fish.
Okay.
Our plans is to finish the full album. I'm going in with Dan Mangan's producer, Daniel Elme, in a few weeks, and hopefully back with Sam Ryan, who did Chrome and Destino and those guys,
right,
and finish it with him as well.
It's interesting. A lot of people are doing sort of pre-albums and then full albums these days. I bet you I've run across half a dozen people in the last 2 weeks who are putting out 3 or 4 songs right now as a taster to, we're doing something in 2011.
Right.
It's spring or fall, or spring or summer, or whatever. I guess that's a smart way of doing it. It's kind of like, well, you put on an EP or you seed your MySpace page with some stuff.
Yes.
Just enough to get the buzz going.
Yeah. Actually, I think back in history, if you look back, for example, regarding promotion, for example, I'll take Jesus, before him was John the Baptist.
Oh, we're talking about the Jesus.
The Jesus.
Okay.
So John Baptist went out as a promo deal, and they had no internet, no TV and stuff. It was all word of mouth. You take someone like the Wright brothers or something about their airplane. Precursor to that, you had all these other little test things that got in the news, and when they crashed and stuff. So I think the best thing to do is you release an EP, just get the buzz going and see how the song takes you. And
well, how many songs do you have on the EP? Is it 4?
6, including Tojo's little fun thing there.
Outtakes.
Yeah.
Because that's a nice, and does that include 1988?
Yes.
Okay, so that's like a 1-minute song.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, 1-minute instrumental.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 solid songs there, plus a quickie instrumental, plus Tojo's outtakes.
Yes.
So you got 4 solid songs to introduce people to A Fish Called Piranha.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's enough. Instead, a single's what, 3 songs maybe?
Sure.
So yeah, I think that's enough. I really love the lyrical content of those songs too, and they were the songs that really vibed with us in the studio with Sam Ryan. They're really vibage, hit the mark, kind of chills down the spine,
right,
so to speak, songs. So we put those out first.
Okay, so you got the promo tour for the EP.
Yeah.
Gonna play some gigs. Back into the studio. Album out when?
Hopefully early spring 2011.
Just in time to hit the road for the rest of 2011.
Exactly. We've got a few things going for us under our belt, so we'll see what happens then.
Anything you can talk about?
I'm going to do a Shane Koizan thing and just keep mum about it for now.
Okay.
And I don't want to jinx it.
Don't tip your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with the record.
Thanks.
I
Thanks
really
so much,
appreciate
Alan.
it, and say hi to Tojo for me. And
I will.
Makes a hell of a dragon roll.
We'll go for sushi when you're in town.
You better believe it.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.